Hey guys, Fuzzy Owl here. I'm going to be giving you a quick update video on something that NECA is doing, the Godzilla, well, spoilers if you haven't seen Godzilla King of the Monsters, the Godzilla 2019 Fire Godzilla from Godzilla King of the Monsters. Let's talk about it. So if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm pretty impressed with NECA lately. Obviously, they have a little bit lower quality than the SH Monster Arts figures, but the quality is still there and the value is there for how much cheaper they are. And I like the Godzilla 2019 NECA figure that they released. It has its hiccups, but let's look at this Fire Godzilla one here. So quick disclaimer, I don't own any of these images. I found these images on bloodydisgusting.com. I don't know if they're the original source. I actually heard about this through a community post and then a video from Ruby Gaming X. So credit to him for bringing this to my attention. But yeah, I don't own any of these images, just for disclaimer purposes. Now let's get looking at them. So I've been seeing some comments on the Reddit thread, on the Godzilla Reddit thread, and yes, I suppose in some sort of fashion it does look like they carved him out of Cheetos or something like that. At least the dorsal plates. But I think that's the best that you can do in a scenario like that. I do wish, I will say, I'm not gonna be a complete NECA fanboy here. I do wish they would have at least attempted a more translucent effect on the dorsal plates, but I am pretty impressed with how the coloring turned out overall. So as you can see here on the coloring, the dorsal plates are a really bright yellowish orange. There is some extra shading on the tips of the main dorsal plates, maybe to simulate an even hotter part of it for when he's going thermonuclear. And then the outer dorsal plates look to be a little bit more red. You get this really cool, almost Rodin effect where his scaling on his body is like a charred black, and those big scales like right on his what would technically be Goji's shoulder blades there is real nice and dark and charred. So that looks fantastic. And then you get obviously the orange going all the way through his body. There's this really cool standout that I noticed on his leg. There's this like little like C shape going down, which I think is pretty interesting. I think that that's a cool design choice. It's simple, you notice it, but it's not so overbearing that it's like a deal breaker or anything. And then obviously his hands, you still got the plating, kind of like the charred effect going down his scales, but his hands are a more bright orange, which I think is kind of a cool effect, that it's like the energy is just trying to get out wherever it can. The mouth is painted orange all the way inside. His tongue is white. I do wish they would have made his tongue maybe a little more orange red or something like that, but I don't think that looks bad. It just is a very simple recoloring, but I think it's very effective in how they did it. NECA, like I said, I do think that the NECA version had more attention to detail on the paint application than the SH Monster Arts figure, if you saw my Kaiju Clash. And this is just another testament to that. I hope if SH Monster Arts does release a Fire Godzilla, or I'm going to call him Burning Godzilla because I think that's better, I hope that they do this kind of effect and put this kind of detail into the figure. Now, obviously, the orange is going all the way down the tail. They got kind of like a charred black down his tail there. And probably my favorite part of the figure, his eyes. This fixes that, which is very cool because now he doesn't have derpy eyes because there's no pupils. His eyes are just burning, which is awesome. But yeah, that kind of fixes that problem. So very good on you, NECA, for this recoloring. I think this is effective. I'm glad they didn't just like slap some orange dorsal plates on him and then just call it a day, because this looks so much better. They put so much more effort into this. I don't know what the price is going on this. I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit more expensive, a little more exclusive. So NECA, thank you so much. Good on you guys for really putting a lot of effort into this. Now, the main question, should you buy this? Honestly, I don't know at this point. It looks very good. I'm really happy with NECA and the effort that they're putting into their figures and their Godzilla 2019 line. But until I get my hands on the figures, I can't say for sure. But I'm going to give you guys what I'm seeing here. If it's going to look as good in person as I think it looks in this image, I'm going to say leaning more towards yes. That's the best that I can give you right now. A side note, another cool thing that NECA is doing is they're releasing a Mothra vs. Godzilla 1964 Godzilla, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in another video. It looks okay from what I can see, but I really kind of want to mull it over in my head a little bit more and really kind of like figure out if I like it or not, because I kind of can't tell at this point. I think it does look good. I have the SH Monster Arts one, which I will eventually give you guys a review on. I'm sorry I haven't so far, but that is one of my favorite Godzilla designs of all time, so I am hypercritical of it. But yeah, overall, guys, back to the Fire Godzilla here, or Burning Godzilla. I do think that this looks great. I'm happy that NECA is putting this kind of effort into it. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Comment down below, what do you think of this figure? Does it look like Cheetos? Do you really like it? How do you feel about the NECA line overall? And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.